Okay, this next one I'm going to make a green creamy avocado salsa, and it's going to start with these tomatillos. The recipe itself calls for some green tomatoes, and I'm thinking we don't have green tomatoes down here in the valley. I couldn't find any. It said you can substitute yellow tomatoes for the green ones, but I'm just going to add a little bit more tomatillo. Okay, I have just a coarse chop on the tomatillos, and I've split, deveined, and seeded 2 jalapenos. I've got a couple of serrano chilies. If it's not spicy enough, I can add later. Now I'm going to put these in a saucepan with some garlic, and because I forgot to buy garlic at the store, I'm going to have to use the the jarred minced stuff. Like I said, the tomatoes that I'm not using that are in the recipe are supposed to provide the moisture in this process. I'm going to put a little bit of oil and add the garlic to it, and the jalapenos and the tomatillos, and then as that comes to heat, I'm going to add a little bit of water to it to allow that to make up for the tomatoes not being in there. And then you turn it down and let it simmer for 15 minutes to get things tender. Okay, got the olive oil in there. Drop the garlic. Yeah, a little more garlic. The jalapenos. And then tomatoes. A little stir. Adding a little bit of water here. And as soon as that comes back up to a boil, I'm going to reduce it and let it simmer while I watch the rest of the soccer game. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes on here. You can see it's softened quite a bit. There's a lot more moisture in there than I think is necessary, so I'm going to drain some of that off before I add it in with the rest of it. Now I'm going to turn the heat off and take it off to let it cool down some. The rest of the ingredients are 3 avocados. You see I've already got those sliced. I will peel them in a second. Cilantro, and it calls for 4 sprigs of cilantro, but I'm a big cilantro fan, so I'll probably use a bit more than that. Lime, I'm probably going to maybe use a quarter to half a cup of that. Lime and salt. I think it was a half a teaspoon or a teaspoon. I'll have to check and make sure before I start. So I'm going to slice and peel these, put the cilantro in a bowl, add the salt, and then I will put the tomatillo and jalapeno mixture in there with it. And we will be ready to use the Cuisinart to see how it blends on something like this. Okay, here's the cilantro. I got the avocados sliced. And we'll get these in the bowl. Okay, the lime. Juice it up a little bit here. It looks like about a teaspoon. Here's the bowl of mush. It shouldn't be too hard thing for the blender, right? Now we're going to add the tomatillo and jalapeno. I've taken out some of the moisture, left some in. there we go. That was fairly quick and easy. Tastes pretty good. Once it cools down, I'm going to add some sour cream to it. About 1.5 cups, I believe it calls for. And we should be done. Might need a little more salt. Okay, the game is going into overtime. Flip this thing around here so I can see it. Put the blade back on. I've added about 1.5 cups of sour cream. Looks good, right? Tastes pretty good. Needs something, like maybe some onion or something in it, but I shall see. I added some more salt, probably another teaspoon of salt in there. So.